past month I've been going, hey, where's my army hat? Found it. Hey YouTube, MinnesotaEric here. So if you're anything like me, you're getting older and you still like to get out on the trails and whatnot, but by the end of the day your back is starting to feel a little sore, and worse if you got back problems like I do. The next day you're like, ooh, a little stiff. Anyway, I've got a solution for that. Over the winter I ordered this PRP XC Suspension seat, and I tell you what, at first I wasn't all too thrilled with it. Didn't quite fit in it right, probably because I'm fat, and you know, that's not their fault, that's my fault. And I put it in, and the seat wasn't adjustable, and I quickly realized I need to put the adjustable plate in there to get, when you sit in the car, you want to be able to wrap your wrist around the top of the steering wheel, okay? It's rule. Anyway, so you can use both hands easily to manage slides and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I thought maybe I spent money poorly, and then I went for my first long trail ride, and I couldn't believe it. At the end of the day, I was feeling chipper and happy, and the seat kind of broke in, and it felt better and better. And then it occurred to me, a lot of the times I have a passenger with me, and I like this seat so much, and it was just taking out the high frequency vibrations and just really making the ride a lot more plush, that I ordered one for the passenger side. So today we are going to swap out the passenger seat with a new PRP XC seat, just like the one I'm sitting in, only newer. Let's get to it. Okay, the first thing we're going to want to do is grab the stock seat, because we need to get the seat pan off the stock seat. Okay, I'm going to try to do a majority of the bench work in the garage because it's windy outside and super sunny and I can't control the weather. We want to pull these 4 bolts off. They're T27s. I'm going to take the seat base here. And then we're also going to want to harvest these bolts here that are holding the seat pan on to the frame, because we're gonna need those. We'll fetch that bolt later. One fell through. There's the other one. Okay. There's the other one. And then once we get that hardware off, we just discard the seat. Okay, so after you get the XC seat out of the box, the first thing you want to look for is a little bolt package, okay? Pull that off. Okay, if you're using a seat pan that has an adjustable seat already, then you won't need to do this step. But if you're grabbing a seat pan and you want to turn it into an adjustable seat, you're going to have to add an indexer, and then I bought Polaris's carriage bolts because I didn't quite know what it was at night and I didn't know what I needed and I didn't want to figure it out, but it looks like it's 6x1 millimeter carriage bolt. But I bought Polaris's. They all came from a dealer in Mexico, of all places. They're cheaper there on eBay than anywhere else. One thing I do like to do is have hardware kits laying around so I don't have to fiddle around with it. I got this off of Amazon. It's just a nylon lock nut kit. Pretty inexpensive, gives you a pile of these, and when you run out, then you just buy whatever you need and throw it back into the kit. Alright. So I'll have that 10mm look. There we go. So now that will index on the adjustable seat. Okay, so if you tell PRP that you're putting this onto an adjustable seat, they will send you along with a pair of tubes. And this is the fiddly stage. Is that you gotta get them started. And these bolts are blind, right? I feel like that one you just eject. Oh, by the way, I'm putting Loctite on here because it appears that the factory put some kind of Loctite on there. So I'm just using 242 blue Loctite, right? And I want to get everything lined up. And this is super fiddly because I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put the cap on my little vial of 242 before it dries out or I forget about it. And then it's bomber to bombardier, bomber to bombardier. It didn't go. Dang it. Bomber to bombardier. That might have to come up with a better way of doing this. Dang it. Alright. I haven't resorted to putting tape on here, but I could put tape on the end of this to hold it on. There's one. Alright, there's two. Alright, and again, front. So and again, this is a fiddly stage, so mind your fiddle in the faddle. And I'm holding this off and then hoping to guide it in. There we go. That was the single hardest part about this entire project. Let's drive these down with a little impact driver. Again, my electric impact driver is on its lightest setting. Low torque, guys. Well, we're going to have a conversation about this piece soon, but next we come on here. So the next thing you want to do so that this can remain adjustable yet bolted down is you want to create a washer stack that is thicker than this plastic, and that appears to my eye to be about 3 washers. You want that washer stack to fit into the plastic groove. So let's see how that works here. this right, this will still be able to adjust. Yep, all right, we're doing it right. So, again, this is a little stack of washers that, stainless steel washers that I got from Amazon. These are M6 washers, and I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested in tagging along and getting some of the hardware that I have to do jobs around my garage. The big deal here, and I'll give you a better view when I'm tightening this one up, is you want to make sure that the washers all fit into the groove, or going into the groove. And I've got blue Loctite on this. Okay, so now, so you see the washer stack that's under there, it fits in the groove. It fits in the groove. There we go. Now again, if we've done our job right. All right, it's a little snug, but it still moves. Okay. Oops. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach this line, this pull string, to the back of this tab. And if you don't do this, believe me, trying to get one of these seats out is a pain in the hassle. The original seat I got did not receive a kit, nor did it have any instructions. And I was slow on the take-up that day, and I was test fitting, and I heard that thing click in, and I went, oh no. Anyway, long story short, a lot of brute force is required to get the thing back off. It wasn't what I'd call cool. I like that better. Okay, from the bottom, yeah. That means you're not stressing the string. You're using the plastic tab to support the weight, and you're still pulling from the best leverage point. So there, I'm about to sneeze. Achoo! Bless me. Anyway, woohoo! I don't know where that came from. My nose, I guess. Anyway. Oh, come on, nuts. Go in there. Here we go. There's a string, which I'll show you once I get all this tightened up, that goes through the harness. So to release this, you pull way up top, and that's how it moves this lever. It's clever, but boy, I sure wish there were some directions coming with this thing, because I didn't see it right away, and it caused me some grief. For those who are wondering what size these nylon locks are, they look like they're 8mm, but for now, they're pliers sized. Now the other seat's got a heater element in it for winter wonder riding, but nobody seems to tag along with me very often in the winter, so they're a loss. Okay, and the last thing you do, lock the seat in, and okay, it's locked in, and then you tug on this thing, make sure, yep, it can release. And here's some trivia. If your RZR doesn't have this cover plate on it over the wiring for the fuel sending unit, then you need to go in and get this gadget glued on. Fires have started from the wires rubbing here, and so this is a factory recall here. Okay, so we got both of the seats installed, and I guess final notes. Now, I really like the way the suspension works. I will point out there are two downsides that I can tell you right off the bat. Is one, the seat will raise your center of gravity about an inch and a half. simply because that's where the suspension part comes from, right? And the seat foam's a little thicker and whatnot, so that's something to be aware of. Second thing is when you have two of them in a tight little woodsy machine like this, the shifter is going to get interfered with. But anyway, I stuck it in a gear and went, oh, my gated shifter. Well, good thing the gate's up here. So those are the two downsides that I can think of right off the bat. Hey YouTube, if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then subscribe. Till we meet again. Bye-bye.